Rusame reader, Kurosong, and today I'm reading to you from Desert Road by Doomsday Phoenix. Now, on to Chapter 1. Ch-tack. America shut the door behind him. It had been another long day. His eyes adjusted to the light of the room. Though dim in reality, it was bright in contrast to his workspace, which had put him in a dull, dreary mood. He moved to hang his coat on the nearby rack when the lights flickered on. 50 smiling faces were staring him down. "Happy birthday, America!" came the joyous chorus. America had nearly jumped out of his skin, for he had nearly forgotten about today. A wave of guilt washed over him. He gazed at the States. Thank you, guys. He wasn't sure how to begin. New York stepped forward, reading his father's expression. Did you forget?" the State asked. America nodded, laughing sheepishly. "Aw, don't feel bad," Arizona chimed in. "You've been busy. And if you need help out there, we're always available," Iowa added. "You guys don't need to do that. I want you to enjoy yourselves, not constantly throw yourselves into situations when you all have your own things to worry about," America explained. "Bullcrap! You shouldn't have to handle these kinds of things alone. It's been 2 weeks now." America couldn't help but laugh again slightly. "Thank you, but unless we need it, you really don't have to aid us." "It doesn't matter if it's in battle or not," Maine cut in. "It could also mean you." "Yeah, we just want you to know we'll always be here if you need us." Florida grinned. "We're here to support you," Hawaii chirped. A lump formed in America's throat. He felt blessed to have such wonderful states. Choking up, he could only smile and nod. That was enough for them. Don't think we didn't get you anything." Massachusetts walked forward, moving towards the door window. The state said something else then. And 3, 2, 1. The sound of a vehicle horn rang from down the driveway. Quite loud, America should add. Massachusetts turned to him. "You should probably head out there." He smiled. Confused, America obliged and opened the door to outside. An enormous camper van was rolled up the driveway and parked neatly at the top. America couldn't yet see the driver inside, but soon the door swung open and it became abundantly clear. It was DC. "Hey, the district said coolly, as if it were no big deal. America laughed. "Where did you get this from?" he asked DC. "Oh, I had help." He nodded over America's shoulder to the front windows where he could make out the crowded faces of the states. They laughed some more. "That ain't all," DC added, turning around to face the camper. "All right, everybody, you can come out now." America's stomach did a flip as he watched a small group of people file out the door. People he hadn't seen in a long while. Puerto Rico, the Virgin Islands, Guam, Northern Mariana Islands, the American Samoa. They were all there. America felt tears spring to his eyes. He bolted forward, meeting them halfway in a big hug. He started sobbing. "It's good to see you all. I'm so sorry I haven't been around as often. "Don't apologize," Guam interrupted sternly. "You try your best every day, and that's enough for us." They all pulled away from each other and headed inside. All the states were still there. "Thank you," he sniffed. "All of you." It was New York's idea. Massachusetts piped up. Oh, shut it. It was a team effort. New York playfully tackled the other state. The others made room as they fell to the floor, laughing. The others laughed along. Then Florida raised a hand for silence. That's not all we had planned for you. Her voice was laced with excitement. We were able to get in touch with some of your other friends. They should be arriving in about half an hour. She smiled. America's eyes widened. You mean I can see my parents? And my siblings? And my friends? His breath caught in his throat. But then I'll have to clean the... Chill out, America. We cleaned the place up for you already. Colorado gave him a thumbs up. Just sit back and relax. You've earned it. America sighed. He couldn't ask for better states. They may have their flaws, but that doesn't stop them from living their best lives. He smiled and made his way into his bedroom for a quick rest. It seems as though America only closed his eyes for a moment before he began to hear a familiar voice coming from downstairs. Oh, welcome. It's been a while, hasn't it? He heard the voice of Texas. Texas, I've missed you. How are you? America shot out of bed at the sound of his brother's voice. He bolted down the stairs, nearly tripping and falling, and skidded to a halt once in the main hall. Canada! He shouted, a wide smile spreading across his face. His brother jumped back, startled at the sight of America, but his shock quickly turned into joy. However, the two brothers ran towards each other, meeting in a hug halfway. May, happy birthday! I'm so happy to see you again. It's been so long. Canada pulled away from his brother, still smiling. I brought you gifts. I hope you like them. He gestured to a small pile of gifts on a nearby table. Aw, thanks, bro. America grinned, then added, Hey, when are Mom and Dad coming? And what about... Canada cut him off. Don't worry about anything. The whole family's coming. Oh, and that reminds me. He led America through the main hall into the kitchen and out the door where his van was parked. The trunk was open, and someone was rummaging around, trying to get a hold of something. Canada darted forward to help them. Ukraine, I told you to wait. You might hurt yourself. Ukraine came too? America was quite shocked, but also quite happy to see his friend again. Aw, Canada, come on, I can handle it, Ukraine answered. Moments later, she started hauling a large box and its unknown contents. Canada rushed forward to assist her, and America startled forward to do the same. When he did, Ukraine's eyes widened slightly at the sight of her friend. Oh, May, happy birthday. She smiled. I heard about what happened, and I just had to tag along with Canada. Well, I'm glad you came. I haven't seen you in a while. How have you been? America asked as the three countries carefully maneuvered the box inside. Once there, they set the box down carefully on the gift table. I've been alright. I just couldn't miss out when I got the call from New York. She turned to Canada. Where did you put the food? Relax. It's in the fridge. Don't worry about anything. He replied, putting an arm around Ukraine. She leaned in. Ooh, somebody's in love. A new voice sounded. America turned to see Rhode Island and Connecticut peering around the corner, snickering. Hey, shoo, we're having a moment. Canada shouted stubbornly as the two states laughed uncontrollably, although he laughed along. Ukraine rolled her eyes, smirking. Just then, someone cursed and shouted, Cars, lots of them! Louisiana rounded the corner and bolted for the door, one of her wings nearly clipping a vase. America panicked. Oh dear, this is going to be chaos. What am I... Don't worry, I got it. Louisiana shouted from across the room before jogging outside to greet everyone. America walked over to the window and peered outside. She was right. There were a lot of cars. It was almost like a parade. He saw Louisiana out there, as well as Georgia, Maryland, and Ohio, shuffling everyone towards the doorways. America's heart leaped at so many familiar faces. His parents, Britain and France, Japan, South Korea, Israel, Germany, his siblings, Australia and New Zealand, and many more. He rushed to open the door as the crowd of guests drew nearer, but it swung open before he could get his hand on the doorknob. The first to greet him there was one of his closer friends, the Philippines. He stepped back in shock, but grinned and leaped forward to give America a hug. May, I've missed you so much. How have you been? We have so much catching up to do. America nearly fell over, but he steadied himself and returned the hug. Aw, Phil, I missed you too. He pulled away and led him inside, letting the others follow. After being briefly mobbed by his friends and family, America was able to settle things down and let the crowd disperse. The next hour or so was filled with darting from room to room, catching up with everyone. Attention was drawn to the large box on the gift table. A few states had tried sneaking peeks at it, and it had now been moved elsewhere. To where, Canada and Ukraine wouldn't tell, until it was time to open the gifts. America sat down on the living room sofa, opening present after present. He was given a lot of thoughtful mementos. A pair of hockey sticks from Canada, a bonsai from Japan, some chocolate from Belgium, a set of wine glasses from France. The list went on. Lastly, the giant box was dragged in. America carefully tore open the top, opening the flaps of the cardboard, and nearly jumped out of his skin. A familiar face climbed out of the box, brushing himself off. Привет, America, he said hesitantly. Roughly translates to Hello, America. And that's the end of this chapter. I hope you enjoyed. Anyway, I'd like to invite you to join the Discord, which is linked down in the description below. That being said, I hope you have a nice rest of your day, night, or whatever it is for you. Just enjoy your time. And I will see you tomorrow.